Okay, so I thought I would do a little 1-year update on the Gladiator travel trailer tires that we bought last year in July, right before we went to Saint Augustine. I thought since this weekend we're heading to Saint Augustine again for our annual trip to celebrate the anniversary of getting engaged, that this would be a good time to kind of do a little update and see how they're holding up after a year of travel. And honestly, I added up the mileage that we've put on them right now, and it's roughly, it's over 6,000 miles easily. So let's take a look at them and see how they've held up. All right, as you can see, they still have plenty of meat left on them, plenty of tread. And so far, we've not had any issues with any blowouts. So I am highly happy with the results of changing our tires, our trailer tires, over to these Gladiators. We were recommended these tires by Allie's cousin, who also has a travel trailer. They have a fifth wheel toy hauler, and he said that the Gladiators have a great performance rating as far as not having blowouts. So when we had that blowout on the way back from Pensacola, as you can see, it was pretty bad, and we were so close to home, which really wasn't fun having. It's never fun to have a blowout, but when you're that close to home and you've been driving for that many hours and you have a blowout, yeah. So that was the first thing we did, is once we got that back home and got the spare tire back off, I went and I replaced all 4 of the tires. Now, I ordered these tires on the internet and ended up taking them to Walmart and having them installed, and it cost about $50 for 2 tires. So I did 2 tires at a time, so I paid about $100 to have them installed, which is kind of high. And so the next time I change these myself, I've got a tire installer myself here now that I've installed, and I can install them myself and balance them myself, and should be good to go. Should be able to save a little bit of money there. So we really do like these tires, and I'm definitely going to buy these this brand again until they let me down. I'm going to keep using them. And if you're new to our channel, you may not be aware of an older video that we have up that I put up. I guess it's been maybe close to 2 years now. I had hit a curb pretty hard right after we'd gotten this trailer, and then subsequently when we were driving to Key West a couple years ago I guess it was, when I got down there and I was setting up and I was putting the X-Chocks on the wheels, I noticed that I had a tire that was wearing bald on the inside edge really bad. And so once I got home, I replaced that tire, and I noticed that the axle was not towing straight. So I put together a little video. I did some research and found out kind of a way, a do-it-yourself way that you can fix it, and I did it. That video has gotten a lot of views, and I'll put the link up in the corner to that video. And that video has gotten a lot of views, and I've gotten some not so great comments on people by it, but I'll tell you what, it worked, and the tire is wearing evenly. 6,000 miles on these, like I said, on these tires, and they're all wearing even. So I'm a do-it-yourselfer, and some people call it jerry rigging or however they want to call it, but I fixed it, and I saved the money of going to a shop and the aggravation of going to the shop and doing it, and all I needed was a chain and a jack. So I like doing things myself, quite honestly. Sometimes it's not even about saving the money, it's just about doing it myself and knowing that when I've got it done, it's done the way I want it done. We're going to head to Saint Augustine this weekend. We're going to celebrate the 12-year anniversary of me and Allie getting engaged on Saint Augustine Beach. I proposed to her on June 30th, 2007, and we got married later that year on October 20th, 2007. So it's going to be 12 years this year for our anniversary, 12 years for our engagement anniversary, and 13 years of our first date, because I actually proposed to her on the 1-year anniversary of our first date. So June 30th of 2006 was our first date. We're going to take a couple friends along who've never been to Saint Augustine, and they're going to enjoy it. I want to meet my sister and her boyfriend over there, and they got a new dog. So we're going to see how they all get along together over there and enjoy Saint Augustine for what it is. When we come back, the next project is that I have on the docket to do with RVs is we're going to what am I talking about? We're going to gravel this parking pad back here. So I've been wanting to do it for 2 years, ever since we got this thing, and money and time, one of those deals. So We finally budgeted back enough money to go ahead and get the gravel that we need, and I'm gonna run some electricity out here. That's the plan. I'm gonna run electricity out here, so I'll have a RV electrical box at the back of the corner of the RV, and I'll make a video on all that and show you what it looks like when it's done, before and after. So if you're new to our channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and join us on our journey. Ring that bell so you'll be notified when we get a new video up. And if you would, give us a like and drop us a comment, and we'll see you out on the road. Bye.